Yeah, I think the book of Ecclesiastes can seem skeptical to so many people, honestly, because it presents us with a very realistic portrait of life. I think so many people tend to come to the scriptures now looking for one particular thing. I mean, they're looking to the scriptures to provide hope for them, and they look for that kind of hope in one particular type of message. I mean, we've defined hope as what makes me feel happy. And I think so many people approach the scriptures that way, that when they read the book of Ecclesiastes and they're presented with this realistic picture of life under the sun or in a fallen world, they're left wondering, well, where can I derive hope in this? This isn't what I was looking for. And one of the things I love about the book of Ecclesiastes is that it is so realistic, that it is so honest. The Bible presents us with a real world, with real people living a real life in a real world that is marked and is suffering right now under the weight of sin. And I think in Ecclesiastes, we're presented with that. And so when we come to the scriptures looking for hope and encouragement from a very narrow point of view, I think a lot of people can get tripped up when they read it. But the very fact that it is realistic, the very fact that it is honest, is one of the most hopeful things about Ecclesiastes. I mean, that alone shows us that God understands, that he recognizes the world that we live in, and that in his wisdom and in the inspiration of his scriptures, he included the book of Ecclesiastes. So for me, that alone provides hope, that he gets it. But some of the other things that I think people tend to trip on or find skeptical or they struggle with is honestly the fact that the things that the Ecclesiastes points out, all the ways that we tend to put, or the things that we tend to put our hope in and tend to trust in, the things that we tend to give our affections over to, ultimately let us down. I think that resonates with people on such a deep level that they get scared of it and they push back against it. And I think that the skepticism and the honesty that comes in the book touches a part of their own life. And I think honestly at times we're afraid to deal with it. And so we'd rather dismiss it and rather push it away. But the fact that it's honest and realistic is one of the most hopeful things about the book.